还是发现了，是吗？
哇，你好棒！那发现真的很愿意跟你一起走。Lifted by the wind in the early part of the year, floats about in the air a long time before settling back to the earth again. Every year at this season the atmosphere becomes dust clouded in this way. The very unwelcome visitation to the shepherds. For it is so fine that it feathers every blade of grass, as with the light down.
Yeah. He reminded me. They're not identical, but the heart is very similar.
Yeah, the
There's
head,
some heart.
for sure. It hasn't really. It was not popular in the Greek culture at all. I haven't seen anything like that in Roman either. No? Like this.
Never seen something like that in Roman sculptures.
Yeah.
The Greek ones.
So when they developed that, I think it's really other practical reason that you can put a shade around, because it's really sandy, this area. You have a sandstorm every spring and stuff. Maybe she's a warrior? I don't know. But she's
I
not
don't know
dressed.
the kind of society, maybe it's
She's not
also-
dressed in.
No.
No. She's dressed quite fashionably.
Yeah, no, she's definitely not going to war. It's not like that, at least.
Then she's nicely made up, you know, with the nice.
Is there any conjecture about the role of such statues there?
Not so much. No, it's all speculation, anyways.
Just the
这个
一个
这个故事是很牛的一个故事，就是说有个罗汉，他有一个精神
帕米尔这边。
方面的，有一个罗汉，然后他有一个就是精神的这种力量，就是可以，就是，然后他就把一个就是说是一个雕刻家，然后就，这是地界嘛，这是天堂，就是那佛教天堂，然后他把那个一个雕刻家送到了这个
兜率天。
然后就是为了去看一眼那个弥勒佛的样子，然后回来把样子就像画速写那样记下来，然后回来按照他的那个画的造一个弥勒佛，然后就讲的是一个这样的故事，然后我就再开始想象就是整个过程，然后这第一次，然后他因为他只能看到这么一点点，作为凡人呢，他只能看到这么一点点，他应该是很荣幸的，是吧？然后这是第二次就是看到他当中的一部分。
好，继续。
然后这是第三次的时候，这个佛像已经是变了的样子了，然后脸也是不一样的。然后后来我画完这个之后，我就在想，因为他只提到了他说把他 transport 把他给送到这个天堂，但是你也没说送是1天2天还是几分几秒还是1秒钟，而且还有一个问题是就天上1天人间
对吧？一
年说的这么深。
对吧？那也有可能是1000年或者怎样，那所以就是说，因为而且和他这个游戏就是说是结合起来，然后就会就是说也算是尝试用你的思路吧，然后就是说是做一个 这样的一条路径这样，然后就是说是从这边出发，
就直接可以给放在这儿了。
对，然后做一条这样的路径。
这条路径是描绘这里的还是？
不是描绘天堂，因为这里
它是从它没有出发，但是往上升的。
因为它这里不是有这个路径吗？路径，然后我结合这个路径和它这里的英文这里的角度，然后
画了一条上升的路径，
就画了一条这样登山的一条路径。
Okay, try few times.
How do you feel about that? This.
I was expecting an image, and but the questions changed it. 100, 1000. It's in the 600 AD, I think. I'm not sure exact date, or 500 something. And a wealthy Arab lady, a widow, suggests a young man to marry her, and she asked him to marry him, so he got married, and it's official, and it's a very historical marriage, and she has a business, and she takes care of him, his problems, and they fell in love, yeah, I think it's a very rare and very old example of, and it's right in the moment that Islam is being created. Afterwards, it's here. It's the pagan society of the Arabs. At the same time, slavery is practiced, but it's also coming out, slavery, both very time. But you cannot see that ever happen again. So I think it's very, very good. I don't know if we can hold her, but I would say that she had to. I don't know. Maybe her position allowed her to do that, or to encourage to ask a man to marry her. And the man didn't dare to take another wife, or you can say, or law. When she died, he got married. He got 12 more wives. How to be a famous ancient time?
What was that moment? That's when Islam was being created, basically, and so that means basically the Arabian.
The man is the prophet, Muhammad.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Really? He married a widow.
Yeah. And she asked him totally. He was totally like, okay, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Really? Wow. Wait. And did he have all these visions for women that kind of are then practiced until today, like this, the sort of minor role, the minority, the being inferior of women in the Islamic society? Did he think that?
Well, what is left of him is his book and his poetry. I think he didn't really fought against the injustice between men and
Okay.
women. I wouldn't say he specifically announced or did something against it. But there were lots of other people who wrote afterward, a lot after them, which they did what they liked actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very masculine history.
You know him? H.P. Lovecraft. He was an American writer, short story writer at the beginning of the 20th century.
Yeah.
He wrote actually horror stories. But he was a great writer nonetheless. And in one of his tales, he mentioned, as I mentioned, ancient civilizations and so on. And one of the characters of the tale says that it reminds him of the painting of Nicolas Roerich.
Really?
Yeah. So I made this connection. I explored a bit of what he wore.
And?
No, I found about his travels here, not
He
here in
did.
Tibet actually,
He
but
did.
also here.
He was here.
But he was looking for Shambhala.
He's up to some spiritualist mission for sure.
Yeah.
I think he even went to Shanghai. I'm not sure. But why are you making this? So you're talking about
Because he was a painter.
Russian
Yeah.
Orthodox?
Yes, exactly. And he mixed somehow in his paintings religious themes from Orthodox iconography with Buddhist themes sometimes.
I think it's more like a spiritualist thing. Yeah, but yeah.
Yes, but in the paintings is everything a bit mixed. And if you see, for example, you know the Madonna Oriflamma, one of his famous paintings,
yeah.
and this is a Madonna, but actually she looks a bit like an Asian woman.
Yeah. Okay.
And she wears a veil, something like that. And in that case, there is a sign, a symbol, his own symbol of culture. You know, this circle with 3 small dots inside. And other paintings have the same theme of a veil, which is decorated in a very similar way, actually.
它主要是说是有一个就是记录历史的记录，就是关于那个天文的一个就是Star Atlas 新的那个
Star Atlas 对星象图嘛。
星象图嘛，对吧？然后我就有个很简单的疑问，就是说一个想象，就是说也是包括是一个基于一个很简单的一个事实，这个事实就是说他们那时候看的星象图是其实是已经是一个过去的一个星象图。
不，你现在不是在说那个因为光年或者是？
对，就是说是光年，因为是光年。那就是说，因为你也没设定这个 astronomer 它的历史背景，你也没设定它是历史背景，那有可能这个 astronomer 就是你，就是那个 Morton Traveler，他当时在敦煌，他抬头看这个星空的时候，有可能他看的星空，
我们现在的星空
是
不是更早的？
是那时候的星空。
不对，是光需要时间过来，对吗？所以我们看到的是过去的星星。
对。
不，所以我们现在看到的是可能是他当时的那个星空。
这就是我的意思。
哦，这样。
包括它还有这个里面有公式，如何去计算什么太阳的那个顶点啊什么之类的。
这个还是后来的人去推当时的那个占星图推出来的它的公式。
对。
但因为他站的是他看到的过去的星空的那个像，所以就会变成他站出来的东西，如果是就不光是天象学什么这种， 跟地质、跟地球这些有关的这种科学上的，就是还有那些所谓占卜上的东西。
对。
那占卜的东西到底是哪个时刻的？
对，就是说，我突然就在跟你说的时候，我也在说，我在想，他占卜有可能是占的是一个过去的卜。
对啊。
就是他演绎了一个 alternative 的一个 history 一个 past。
对。
然后是否可以就是说是，就是你根据这个占卜，然后再写一个不同的历史出来。
那就可以直接看他这种黄历了。
对啊。
等于他那个就是过去的黄历，过去的黄历。然后，如果我们现在随便占一个，就占到了某一个过去的一个时刻的黄历出来。
就完全可以套用它的公式，根据我们自己的星宫哦，其实有可能原来那个时候应该是这样。
对。这个漩涡好大呀！
这是我想的最后一个大漩涡。
还有呢，就是我又想到成了一件事情，就是说，重要的人和不重要的人，也是红花和绿叶的一种关系。在他这个过程之中，它是红花，但是一大堆绿叶，在文献里面根本就没有记载。但这种绿叶，没有这些绿叶，他走不到这样子，或者说他得不到这样子的成绩。但这绿叶，任何文献可能都没有出现，就默默无闻就没掉了。
或者还有一种就后面你有提到的，就或者更有可能是根本其实就发现他只是走了那一段，然后所有后面以他名字命名全都是这些理由。
有可能，
对。
后面有人再继续走，但不是他本身，是另外一个人，但是因为他的贡献，作为他是第一个，那么他名义继续这样子，会更有影响力。而且在这种地方啊，我是去过，我可以发表一下我的感受。说白了，当时那个交通这么不方便，而且他根本就不知道接下来会发生什么事情的情况下，看着茫茫戈壁，寸草不生，一片沙漠，换了谁都会有一种恐惧就是觉得无望的一种感觉。就是你给我在这地方那次，我就觉得我真的是 sad blood， 就像个 Spiritualism 一样，就我干嘛要穿过这条沙漠之路，我非得要这么走吗？我当时就这么想，我真傻。
你当时都有这个怀疑？
我走到中间，回去又不是，继续往前走我又没有信心，特别惨，你都不知道。
你有空可以去一下那个斯明泰郡那个，在沙漠里困了7天，
真的很惨的，没有水我们是有，但是那种水是水库的水都已经温烫的了，已经都不知道能不能喝，又闻起来腥腥的，你又不想喝，但是不喝它也不知道喝什么好，一车人臭烘烘的，车还在中途换轮胎，又没有洗手间，根本就不要谈什么洗澡洗手之类的，茫茫一片沙漠，就是自然环境造就了你那种压迫感，那种无望感，那一刻显现特别厉害。因为我在想，我干嘛花钱受这份罪？我当时就这么说。
I read this about the double painting of Buddha, and I thought about one technique that we learn for dancing when you learn spins, when you learn how to spin, how to turn. It's interesting. I think it's something. I think it's a Sufi thing. How they can spin for a very long time. And I saw it in one movie, and then I read this passage somewhere else. Like one hand is always open to the sky, one hand is always open to the ground. So it says what is up is also down, and what is down is also up. And you stay in the middle. You are in the middle, and the universe, it's endless, is infinite. So you kind of look always at your arm, I think. I think you will have to try it. It's really weird feeling.